Hello, Sterile Processing Universe, and welcome to another episode of Real Talk with Bob Mars. I'm super excited to be here with you today. I'm starting a new thing this series called Did You Know? And I'm doing it for education reasons. So, sterile processing, how well do you know what the operating room does? And operating room, how well do you know what the sterile processing department does every day? Today, I just want to start off with a simple question, and I want to give you a small example. So in my hands, I have two forceps that look pretty identical. They are really cool. They both have ring handles. They both have straight tips, as you can tell. But if I turn them to the side, they look a little different. As you might know, one of these is a straight hemostat. The other is a Pennington or Duval clamp, and they have very different uses for each one of these clamps. Why do I bring this up? I bring this up to help educate the operating room and help them understand that in sterile processing, they have to know so much detailed information. It is insane. A lot of you in the operating room may specialize in cardiovascular, in plastics, in general surgery, in GYN, in orthopedics, in neuro, whatever it may be. But did you know that the sterile processing department specializes in all of those specialties? They have to know the name of the instruments in plastics, in GYN, in general, in ortho, in neuro, in CV. Not only do they have to know that, they have to know how the instruments function. They need to know how to test them to ensure that they're working properly. Are your clamps clamping correctly? Are your scissors cutting correctly? They have to know the name, the use, and the function of every one of those instruments. And when I say every one, the number far exceeds 5,000. There are companies out there that have catalogs that have more than 5,000 instruments in them, and your sterile processing professionals are expected to know the name of all of those instruments to assemble your trays and to get them up to you correctly. So remember that next time you're frustrated about them potentially putting the wrong instrument or not knowing exactly how the instrument functions. There's a ton of information out there that they have to know, and they're doing the very best they can with the maybe little bit of training that they've received. So next time I'll talk about the operating room and what they do for sterile processing and what they do for their patients. That's all for today. This has been Real Talk, and I'm Bob Mars.
Aesculap, a global leader in rigid sterile containers, surgical instruments, and surgical asset management consulting, understands the daily challenges a sterile processing department faces to meet demanding OR schedules. Backed by more than a century of industry experience and equipped with specialized tools and methodology, the Aesculap team is dedicated to helping hospitals optimize their perioperative performance, enabling them to operate with greater precision.